Welcome to the digital learning platform Sri Guru Sutindra College, Bhatkar. Course BCom Second Sem. Subject Financial Accounting. Topic Fire Insurance Claims. Meaning of fire insurance: it is a contract in which the insured transfers his risk of loss by fire to insurer for an agreed consideration called premium. So when a person thinks that there might be loss of fixed assets or loss of any stock due to fire, he can transfer his risk of loss by fire by taking an fire insurance policy, for which he will have to pay a consideration called premium. So the person who is transferring his risk of loss is called the insured, and the insurance company who is taking the risk of loss is called the insurer. Need for fire insurance: first one, to recover the loss of stock in fire. Second one, to recover the loss of fixed assets in fire. Based upon these two needs, we also have the insurance policy, which covers different losses. The first one, loss of stock by fire. Second one, loss of fixed assets by fire. In this unit, we will be covering the first one, that is loss of stock by fire. When the stock is destroyed by fire, the value of stock on hand on the date of fire should be estimated, and the claim has to be presented to the insurance company. So first we will have to find the value of stock on the date of fire, and then from this value we will be finding the actual value of loss due to fire, and then claim will be presented to the insurance company. So first we have to find the value of stock on the date of fire. To find this value of stock on the date of fire, we need the rate of gross profit of the previous year. Using this rate, we will be preparing the memorandum trading account. So, memorandum trading account is prepared to find the value of stock on the date of fire. So, this is the format of memorandum trading account, which is same as the normal trading account which we prepare. We find the gross profit using the rate of gross profit of the previous year, and the balancing figure is the stock on the date of fire. So this amount which we get over here, it is the stock value on the date of fire. There are some more information which is required while preparing the statement of claim. They are stock salvaged and retained. Stock salvaged means the stock saved from fire. It is usually retained by the insured at an agreed value. Hence, this value of stock which is saved from fire is deducted from the value of stock on the date of fire. So, stock salvaged basically means the stock which is saved from fire. So, it will be deducted from the value of stock on the date of fire. Next term which is used over here is average clause. According to this clause, if the value of stock on the date of fire is more than the policy amount, in that case, the full amount of actual loss which is there, it will not be paid to the insured. Only a proportion of the loss will be paid. You can understand this with a simple example. Here, insurance policy amount is 50,000 and value of stock on hand on the date of fire is 60,000. So, policy amount is less and the value of stock on the date of fire is more. In this case, average clause policy is applicable. We are also given the value of stock lost, that is rupees 48,000. In this case, since the policy amount is less than the value of stock on the date of fire, the full amount of 48,000 will not be paid to the insured. In this case, that is under average clause, the claim amount will be found using the following formula. Policy amount divided by value of stock on hand multiplied by actual value of stock lost. So 50,000, that is policy amount, divided by 60,000 value of stock multiplied by 48,000, that is actual stock lost. So 40,000 is the amount of claim which will be paid by insurance company to the insured. So average clause policy is applicable when the value of stock in hand is more than the policy amount. In that case, full amount of loss will not be paid to the insured. Instead of that, a calculation will be made using this particular formula. Next, expenses incurred. Suppose the businessman incurs any expenses for extinguishing the fire, that expense will be added to the amount of claim. So here is a statement of fire claim. First one, value of stock on hand on the date of fire. So this value is the one which we find by preparing the memorandum trading account. Value of stock on the date of fire. To this, value of stock salvaged is deducted. From the value of stock on the date of fire, we have to deduct the value of stock salvaged. That is, the stock which is saved from fire has to be deducted. After that, we will get actual value of stock lost. This is the actual value of stock lost. And if the businessman has incurred any expenses, that expenses will have to be added to the actual value of stock lost. And the final amount which we get is called the amount of claim. So this is the amount which will be paid by insurance company to the insured. Based upon this, let's go through some problems. First question. Take a note of the question. So in the question it is said that fire has occurred on 31st December 2012. They have also given the value of stock saved rupees 4,500, and the following details are given, that is stock, sales, purchases, the values are given, and we are also given the average rate of gross profit of previous 5 years, that is 25%. So we have all the information. We can begin with the solution. First one, we'll prepare memorandum trading account which is prepared for finding the value of stock on the date of fire. So first thing, on debit side, to opening stock, value given in the question 34,500. Next, purchases 1,26,000 and sales 1,92,000. These are the three information which are directly given in the question. Next, regarding gross profit, we were said that gross profit on sales was 25%. So we will calculate the gross profit. Rate of gross profit is 25%. It is calculated on sales. So 1,92,000 sale value multiplied by 25%, we get the gross profit of 48,000. Debit side total 2,08,500 minus sale value 1,92,000, we get the value of stock on the date of fire, that is 16,500. Now we have got the value of stock on the date of fire. From this value we will prepare the statement of fire claim. So first, value of stock on hand on the date of fire 16,500 less value of stock salvaged, which is given in the question, 4,500. So minus the stock saved from fire, 4,500. So actual value of stock lost, 16,500 minus 4,500, we get 12,000. We have to add expenses incurred. There are no expenses given in the question, so no amount will be entered. And the last, we get amount of claim, 12,000. Next question. Fire occurred in the premises of a trader on 31st June 2012, and we are given the certain details. Opening stock value is given, purchases up to the date of fire, sales up to the date of fire, and value of stock salvage is given. But here we are not given the gross profit rate. Instead of gross profit rate, we are given certain details of previous years. Based upon these details, we will have to find the rate of gross profit. So whenever a question is given, see if rate of gross profit is given to you. If rate of gross profit is not given, see if the previous year's data are given. Based upon previous year's data, we'll have to find rate of gross profit. So here, rate of gross profit is equal to gross profit divided by net sales into 100. Net sales means sales amount minus returns if any. So rate of gross profit formula is gross profit divided by net sales into 100. We are given data related to 3 years. For each year, we will have to find the gross profit rate. In 2009, rate of gross profit in 2009 is equal to gross profit, that is 65,000, divided by sales amount 5 lakhs into 100. So in the year 2009, rate of gross profit is 13%. Next, 2010, gross profit 32,000, sales 3 lakhs 20,000. So we get rate of gross profit 10%. And next year 2011, gross profit 38,000 divided by sales 3 lakhs 80,000 multiplied by 100, we get gross profit rate 10%. We have 3 years gross profits now, so we'll find average rate of gross profit. 13% plus 10% plus 10% divided by 3 years. Since we are taking 3 years divided with 3, we get average rate of gross profit 11%. Now we have the rate of gross profit. We can prepare memorandum trading account. Transfer all the details from the question, opening stock, purchases and sales directly given in the question. We'll have to find gross profit. So gross profit is 11% of sales. Sales amount 1,13,200 multiplied by 11%, it comes to 12,452. So when we close this account and transfer the difference, we get by closing stock 15,252. This is the value of stock on the date of fire. We got the value of stock on the date of fire. Now we can prepare statement of fire claim. Same format. Value of stock on the date of fire 15,252. From this we have to deduct the value of stock salvaged. It is given in the question 2,000. So minus 2,000, we get actual value of stock lost 13,252. To this actual value of stock lost, we have to add expenses incurred for extinguishing fire. Expense is not given in the question. So we directly get the amount of claim 13,252. Next question. A fire broke out in the premises of a merchant on 30 September 2012. We'll look at other information given. Sundry creditors information is given. The opening creditors, closing creditors, cash paid to creditors, stock value is given, that is 31st December 2011, means it is the opening stock value for the year 2012. Sales for the current year is given and normal rate of gross profit is given. We have the rate of gross profit given, so we can prepare the memorandum trading account. But to prepare memorandum trading account, we require certain information. We need opening stock information. Is it given in the question? Yes, it is given. Stock on 31st 12 2011 means it is the closing stock of your previous year, which becomes the opening stock of your current year. Current year is 1st January 2012. So this is the opening stock for your current year. We require information on sales, which is given in the question. We require information on purchases. But purchase information is not directly given in the question. Instead of purchases, we are given information on creditors, the opening balance, closing balance, and the cash paid to creditors. So using this information, first we will have to prepare the creditors account. So creditors account over here, we are given the opening balance and closing balance. Opening balance is 25,000. See here they have given 31st 12 2011, means it is the closing balance of previous year which becomes the opening balance of your current year. 31st 12 2011, it becomes your opening balance of current year, 1st January 2012. So opening balance of creditors on credit side, by balance brought down 25,000. Next, we are given information related to cash paid to creditors. So on debit side, to cash account, that is payment made 1,30,000. We are also given the closing balance of creditors account, to balance carried down 20,000. So debit side 1,50,000. And when we transfer the difference, we get by purchases, that is your balancing figure 1,25,000. So by preparing creditors account, we are getting the value of purchases. Now since we have all the values, that is opening stock value, sales value, purchases value, and rate of gross profit, we can begin with memorandum trading account. Memorandum trading account for the period from 1st January 2012 to 30th September 2012. Opening stock value given in the question. Sales value 1,34,000, which is given in the question. Purchases value we have found out using the creditors account, 1,25,000. Next, we'll have to find the gross profit. Gross profit rate is given in the question 20%. So it is 20% on sales. 1,34,000 into 20%, we get 26,800. So total of debit side comes to 1,66,800. When we close the account, we transfer the difference on credit side. Hence we get by closing stock 32,800. So this is the value of stock on the date of fire. Once we prepare the memorandum trading account, we will get the value of stock on the date of fire. With this information, we can prepare the statement of fire claim. So value of stock on the date of fire 32,800 less value of stock salvaged. It is not given in the question. So your actual value of stock lost is 32,800. To this we have to add expenses. Expenses also not given. Hence, your amount of claim is 32,800. So, once the question is given, you need to know which are the information given in the question. So, go through the question properly, see which informations are given, which information is not given. So, to prepare memorandum trading account, we need information on opening stock, we need information on sales, purchases and rate of gross profit. Only if these four informations are available, we can prepare the memorandum trading account. In this question, we were not given information on purchases, hence we had to prepare the creditors account. In case if sales value is not given, we might have to prepare the debtors account with the information provided. If rate of gross profit is not available, you might have to prepare previous year's trading account through which you will find the gross profit and then the rate of gross profit. So first thing you have to remember is the informations which are needed for preparing memorandum trading account. Opening stock, sales, purchases and rate of gross profit. These four information are needed for preparing the memorandum trading account. We'll look at one more question. Fire has occurred on 31st December 2012. There is a salvage stock of rupees 11,000 and following data is available. Stock on 1st January, that is opening stock is there, sales value is given, purchases is given and rate of gross profit is also given. So since all the four information are available, we can go for preparing the memorandum trading account for the period from 1st January 2012 to 31st December 2012. To opening stock 54,000, to purchases 1,95,000, by sales 2,85,000. These are the three information directly given in the question. Next we have to find gross profit. To gross profit, it is said that it is 20% on sales. So sales amount 2,85,000 into 20%, we get 57,000. Total of debit side 3,06,000. When we close the account and transfer the difference on credit side, we get the value of stock on the date of fire. So we make the entry as by closing stock 21,000. This is your balancing figure, which is the closing stock on the date of fire. Once we prepare memorandum trading account, the next step is preparing statement of fire claim. So value of stock on the date of fire we have found through the previous step 21,000. From this we have to deduct value of stock salvaged. It is given in the question 11,000. So minus 11,000 we get actual value of stock lost, that is 10,000. To this we need to add expenses incurred for extinguishing fire. This information is not given to us, so we directly get the amount of claim, that is 10,000. We'll have a look at one more question. Fire has occurred on 31st December 2012. They have given data related to stock salvage, that is 4,500. Opening stock information is provided, sales information is given, purchases is available, and they have said for the during the past 5 years average gross profit on cost was 25%. Take a note of this, on cost. In previous questions we were given gross profit on sales. So always gross profit is calculated on sales, but here it is given on cost. So there will be slight adjustment while calculating the gross profit. Remaining everything remains the same. Opening stock 34,500, purchases 1,26,000, sales 1,92,000. These are the three information directly given in the question. Next, we have to find gross profit. To gross profit. In the question, they have given it on cost, but we calculate it on sales. Hence, the adjustment over here is 1,92,000 into 25 by 125. You can look at this working note. Sales is equal to cost plus profit percentage. Profit percentage given 25. Profit is calculated or shown on cost. So cost is taken as 100%. So if cost is 100%, profit is 25%, our sales will be 125%. So since we are taking the sales value over here, we will divide it with sales percentage 125. So 1,92,000 into the gross profit percentage 25 divided by the percentage of sales 125. We get amount of 38,400. So when we close the account and transfer the difference, we get the value of closing stock 6,900. So 6,900 is the value of stock on the date of fire. With this information, we can prepare statement of fire claim. So value of stock on the date of fire 6,900 minus value of stock salvaged 4,500 given to you in the question. So the actual value of stock lost is 2,400. To this we have to add expenses incurred for extinguishing fire. Expenses are not incurred, so we directly get the amount of claim 2,400. Thank you.